The CSGO case market has without a doubt been on its best run ever this year, but the funny thing is, I think the craziest part is yet to come. With the cheaper cases starting to show signs of life and the next case to get removed from the game possibly bringing us the most profit we've seen in a long time, there's a lot on the table. So as always, if you guys do enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And just before we get into it, check out this quick pre-roll from the sponsor SkinsMonkey on how to get a free $5 trading your CSGO skins. SkinsMonkey is a CSGO trading site where you can find great prices to trade your skins at, and just to prove it, here's me trading my USPS monster mashup for a StatTrak AK Cartel, and it's practically a break-even trade. You could even make some money, and here's how. SkinsMonkey is offering up to a $5 bonus if you sign up through that link in the description today, or just enter code SUKA in the top right when you log into the site. So be sure to sign up today with that link and easily trade out your old boring skins for new ones without losing tons of money. But for now, let's get right into the video. Okay, so first off, I made a short about the clutch case this morning, and I kind of want to dive a bit deeper into that whole situation since it's kind of hard to cover everything I want to talk about in under a minute. But TLDR, if you didn't watch that, the clutch case is the most open case in the game right now. It has been for many months, and it's above all others by a pretty significant margin. Not only that, but it's also managed a really solid price on the market for an absurd amount of time for a case that's been an active drop since February 15th of 2018 and is still sitting at almost 40 cents on the market. It also has completely unique gloves that are pretty sought after. It includes Vice gloves that are probably the best looking gloves in the game and definitely the most expensive, so people have a good reason to open this case even though it's 40 cents on the market. Now, there's good and bad news because of this. Good news is that it's a cheap, easy case to get, and it doesn't seem like Valve is going to reuse the gloves in the clutch case in the future. It just seems way too long ago to do that at this point. Wouldn't really make any sense, especially with how well the clutch case does just on its own. The bad news is, as long as this thing is an active drop in the game, we've got the player count of the game just increasing now. There's just such an absurd amount of these things still being dropped to people that it's just not a profitable investment. It's more of a gamble that you could maybe flip for a few cents, and even then you've got to be pretty lucky to do that and catch some timing, catch some specific thing that's going on in the market. The odds are definitely against you there, but that doesn't mean that it'll always be like that. You gotta assume it's gonna get removed from the active drop pool eventually, and when it does, just solely based on the number of these things being opened and the conditions behind the case, or a special item in it, stuff like that, that it will do extremely well when it gets removed and then supply becomes limited, because that's the only limiting factor to it right now. It is still being dropped in game. So please, Valve, remove this case and make some millionaires off this case, because if you're invested in this thing, or if you end up being invested in this thing when it gets removed, you're gonna make a lot of money. Like, it could very easily just become the breakout case 2.0, as I like to call it. That thing hit like $4 a couple of weeks ago, just absolutely insane, and I could very easily see that with the clutch case whenever it gets removed, but we have no idea when that's gonna be. So what does it mean for Valve to remove a case? Does it benefit them? Do they make money from it? How does that work? And honestly, I'd say yes. Valve definitely has benefits of removing a case like this in the game. You know, when you sell something on the Steam market and a good chunk of your money just absolutely evaporates into thin air? Well, that's not only CSGO devs, but Steam also taking a fee from your sale as well. Valve/CSGO make money every time there's a transaction of CSGO and of course other in-game items on the Steam market. So it's like they shouldn't lose money because cases are no longer being dropped in-game. Price would inevitably increase on the market over time, so CSGO devs, at least the way I understand it, wouldn't lose anything money-wise from removing this case from the active drop pool, and I'm sure it'll happen eventually. We just kinda gotta wait for it, and there's no telling how long it'll be. But with the clutch case as the case that's been an active drop for the longest by quite a significant amount of time, I've got to imagine it's towards the top of the cases on the list to get removed. Now, as for the other cases on that list that will get removed eventually, presumably, there's the Fracture, which is tied to the Shattered Web case in the aspect that they both contain the same rare special items. So it's like, does Valve want to make two cases with the same rare special items, plus one of them being an operation case as well, the next to get removed? It would definitely lead the prices shooting up in that case as well. Same of course goes for the snakebite case, of course tied in with broken fang, and then the only other 2 cases that are in the active drop pool right now are the dreams and nightmares and the recoil case, the 2 newest cases to be added. So don't think it would make too much sense to remove either of those 2. So in my eyes, no matter what case gets removed next, it can bring some crazy profitability. And with all the cases being active drops, they're all cheap-ish. I suppose a better way of putting that is that they have a lot of potential price-wise and can make you a lot of money. The only limiting factor, as I said earlier, is that they're still being dropped in-game, which is obviously pretty unfortunate if you're trying to flip them for a few bucks. And speaking of cheap cases showing some crazy results, it's something we've absolutely seen more of recently, which is why I'm such a big fan of these cases that are typically under $1. The Danger Zone case, for example, from 9 cents to 15 cents in the past month might not seem like a lot, but percentage-wise, that's over a 50% increase. That's like the Gamma case, which last time I checked, it was going for around $1, so just assume it's that. That's like the Gamma case at $1 going to $1.50 in a month. That's a massive jump. The CS20 case, of course the case I have 2,000 of and have been holding on for quite a while. They turned out to be pretty dry, but they're finally starting to show some great results too. Somewhere around 16 cents earlier this month, 30 days ago to 25 cents. There was also 100,000 of these on the market just a few weeks ago, and now they're in the 60,000. So people are starting to realize, even with these cases like the CS20 case that aren't necessarily opened as much as other cases or hyped as much, that supply is definitely limited and people will pay a lot of money for these cases. Because of that, there's less people willing to sell them for just a few cents. Like, just hold on for a few months and hey, wait a second, my case has doubled in price. A lot of people are starting to realize that. But yeah, overall, that is just my daily case spiel. So at this point, it's like, honestly, why even open cases? Even if you get like half the pinks in them, you don't even break even price-wise. I unboxed this XM in a case the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I actually made money unboxing a case, and it's like, wait a second, this thing's a pink and it's $2. I still lost like $1 opening this case. Why do people even open cases at all? The odds are so stacked against you. But either way, seriously, I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And of course, check out Skins Monkey for that free $5 bonus as well. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.